So here is a sum with 1, 2, 3, 4 different values and 2 different operations. No problem. It's a very simple sum. Let's do it. Cos 60 degrees is 1 upon 2 multiplied by cos 30 degrees is root 3 upon 2. I will use a bracket for this, then plus sign, sine 60 degrees, root 3 upon 2 multiplied by sine 30 degrees 1 upon 2. So we have 2 brackets with plus sign in between. Now we will multiply numerators. 1 into root 3 gives us root 3 and 2 into 2 will give us 4 plus root 3 multiplied by 1 root 3 upon 2 into 2 4 is equal to, now 4 in the denominator for first fraction, 4 in the denominator for second fraction. Obviously LCM is 4, and when LCM is 4, all you do is add the numerators. So what do you get? Root 3 plus root 3. Since root 3 and root 3 are like terms, we can write is equal to 2 root 3 upon 4. Now 2 root 3 upon 4, there is 2 in the numerator, 4 in the denominator. You can cancel 2 ones are and 2 twos are. So what you get? All you get is root 3 upon 2, and that's the final answer. So even when there are 4 terms or 4 ratios or 4 values, you don't have to worry. It's a very simple sum. It begins with therefore equal to sign at every step. That's all. Next sum, 4 upon 5 tan square 60 degrees plus 3 sin square 60 degrees. It is square over here, and therefore let's do the working. 4 upon 5 multiplied by tan 60. Tan 60 is root 3 but square plus 3 multiplied by sine 60. Sine 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2 but square, so the whole bracket square. Now all we have to do is find squares in each of these terms. 4 upon 5, square of root 3 will be only 3 plus, here you can use one bracket, 3 multiplied by root 3 square upon 2 square. So root 3 square is 3 upon 2 square is 4. So what do we get here? 4 threes are 12 upon 5 plus 3 threes are 9 upon 4. So this has become an addition of 2 different fractions. See, when you are opening this bracket, there was no cancellation possible, and when no cancellation is possible, all you do is multiply the numerators and write it, and write the denominator as it is. In this case, no LCM. Since multiplication is there, LCM is not there. LCM is when there is addition or subtraction. So 3 threes are 9 upon 4. So here you have 2 different fractions with two different denominators, 5 and 4. So we need to find LCM of 5 and 4. So what is the LCM of 5 and 4? LCM of 5 and 4 is 20. Now we are going to see 5, the denominator of first fraction. How many is 20? 5 4s are 20. Therefore, I write multiplied by 4. I am doing this writing part only for those who do not understand how to do the working with LCM, and this step is writing this is absolutely not required. But if you write, it's fine. So 5 4s are 20. So I multiply this numerator which is above 5 with 4 because 5 4s are 20. 4 5s are 20. Observe. When I do 4 5s are 20, so this numerator which is above 4 will be multiplied by 5. And so what do we get? 12 4s are. We get 12 4s are 48. Plus the operation of addition comes now in the numerator. 9 5s are 45. Okay. Now all we have to do is add this. 93 upon 20. There is no cancellation of 93 and 20, no common term. So no cancellation possible. Therefore, this becomes the answer. 93 upon 20 is the answer for this. So this is a sum where you have to first substitute the values, then put the brackets, open the bracket, solve these addition of two fractions, and you get the answer. If there was any cancellation possible, there would have been further few more steps. So this kind of a sum, let's see how many marks it can be. See, correct substitution over here, this step will give you half and half, 1 mark. Then you arrive till here, this step correct, another 1 mark. And till here when you reach with the correct addition, next 1 mark. So this would be a 3 mark sum. And for 3 marks, is it that difficult? No, it's very simple. So do it slowly, carefully, you will never go wrong. Next sum, tan 60 degrees upon sin 60 degrees plus cos 60 degrees. All angles are 60 degrees. So someone who framed this question, I think, likes 60 degrees angle. You too can frame sums like this and get the answers. So anyway, look at this and do not fear because it is numerator and denominator. We'll go ahead with this sum. Tan 60 degrees. Tan 60 degrees is here. So is equal to root 3 upon, now upon sin 60 degrees, sin 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2 plus cos 60 degrees, cos 60 degrees is 1 upon 2. So in the denominator you will find that there is addition of two fractions. But it's very simple. Why it is simple? Because 2 and 2 in the denominator. So this addition is very, very simple. Let's see how. So observe root 3 in rough columns. You can do this. Root 3 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2. Since denominator is 2 and 2, it becomes a common denominator. And all you need to do is add the numerators. So root 3 plus 1. Now root 3 and 1 cannot be added. So we leave it as root 3 plus 1 upon 2. And this is what will come as the addition answer in the next step. So root 3 upon root 3 plus 1 upon 2. This is upon sign, means division sign. So root 3 divided by root 3 plus 1 upon 2. Let's write it over here. So observe, instead of upon we have put division sign because that's what it means. Root 3 plus 1 upon 2. So root 3 divided by root 3 plus 1 upon 2. Now we can change this division sign into multiplication, and when we do that, what will happen to the fraction which follows that particular multiplication sign? It becomes inverse. Yes, multiple inverse of this is 2 in the numerator and root 3 plus 1 in the denominator. So we are now going to do that. Root 3, instead of division I write multiplication. Moment I change the sign from division to multiplication, this becomes inverse. So 2 on top and root 3 plus 1 down. Observe. And now when I say only root 3 means root 3 upon 1. So numerators are root 3 and 2. So this becomes 2 root 3 upon root 3 plus 1 multiplied by 1 becomes root 3 plus 1. Now nothing can be cancelled from here. Therefore this remains as the final answer. See, in these kind of sums, final answer need not be a whole number. It can remain like that, no problem, do not fear. So this is what is the final answer, and it was a sum with this kind of a numerator and denominator, but it was not at all difficult. When we did it slowly, it is absolutely easy. You need to practice more of these kind of sums. So I think we have covered all the different types of sums which involve values of ratios of certain angles, and now you can solve any sums that are given to you, whether from textbook or outside the textbook. Okay, so that's all. We will stop here. Thank you.